Hey, what's going on? It is your friend Church Boy, and you know who's in the building with me. Come on, baby. Bless the mic.
This is the one and only First Lady T.
First Lady T. I guess you wasn't expecting that one, huh? So, First Lady, what's going on? It's another week that we doing this thing. I must admit myself, I'm ready today.
What's not going on?
What is
exactly?
Yeah,
I hope you're ready today, and you're not cocked and loaded like the couple of other episodes.
Well, I am loaded.
Yes.
Definitely loaded.
But it's good. It's good though. It's good.
Yeah. And like you said, there's a lot of stuff going on right now, and it ain't getting no better. We're going to get into that a little later. But, I can tell that it's getting a little worse because, baby, Grandma is showing out on the gram. You hear me? Grandma is showing out on the gram. I ain't never seen so many older women, grandmas, trying to show their stuff on Facebook, on Instagram. I mean, they trying to get followers. They trying to get money any way they can. They about to sell some skin for some skin. It's getting real out here.
Yes, it is.
I'm telling you, but
all means necessary.
Okay. But I will tell you, it is a definite situation, and I'm sure that many people are in a little panic, but it's gonna be okay. But people have been panicking for a while now, and but it's not been over the government. Today I discovered a new word.
What's that?
The new word?
Yes.
The new word is nomophobia. Have you heard about it? Nomophobia.
No, I haven't heard it.
You want to take a guess what it means? Or what it is?
I know phobia is a fear.
So we know phobia is a fear, yes.
Normal.
Nomophobia. 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 So what it is the fear or the anxiety of not having your cell phone.
Oh my God, I'd have never guessed that.
Yes, people.
I'd have never guessed
They
that.
have actually came up with a word that talks about the fear of not being able to have that cell phone. And can I just say this? They should have been had this word because there has been a fear of that for a long time. I would gather to say that 80% of people in the world, if they lose that cell phone right now,
they would lose their mind.
They lose their mind. Oh my God, I can't get on Facebook. Oh my God, I can't get on Instagram. Oh my God, I got this, I got that. See, it used to be a time, the only time you got scared that you didn't have your cell phone was when you was doing some stuff you ain't had no business doing. Yeah. You was out there with Keisha and them. Or Tyrone and them.
Not Tyrone.
Yeah, Tyrone and them, and you was scared that your husband was going to find that phone by your nightstand and it was going to ring and say, it's Pizza Hut at 8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, because, you didn't always keep the name. You didn't put the real name in the phone.
Breakfast pizza.
They ain't got no breakfast pizza. Why is Pizza Hut calling here 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning? Hey, listen, we got a great show for you. This is Church Boy and First Lady. Let's go.
Yeah. Hey, but when the praises go up, the power come down. Believe that. We ain't just making noise, we calling heaven down. Come on, let's praise his presence down. We praise his presence down. We praise his presence down. We praise his presence down. Walls falling, chains breaking, angels all around. We praise his presence down. We praise his presence down. The king in the room, yeah, the glory's in the sound. but he made me divine. Turn my pain into purpose, now my soul gon' shine. Ain't no weapon ever prosper when his name in mine. I'm just speaking kingdom talk, Holy Ghost in my line. See, I ain't waiting on the choir, I'm the worship team. Hands lifted high, that's my war routine. I don't need smoke or lights for his glory to beam. All I need is truth and a mustard seed dream. Let's go! We praise his presence down, we praise his presence down, we praise his presence down. Walls falling, chains breaking, angels all around. We praise his presence down, we praise his presence down. The king in the room, yeah, the glory's in the sound. When I lift my head, he shows up. When I lift my head, he shows up. When the saints agree, he shows up. When we shout his name, he shows up. Yeah, we don't chase the fame, we chase the flame. He took my guilt and switched my name. Now I'm bold in faith, unashamed, forever lit in that kingdom reign. It's that throne room rhythm, we don't play church here. I bring the altar to the block, yeah, the spirit's sincere. Got that lion in my chest, no fear this year. Holy fire in my lungs, let the world hear clear. I see storms turn calm when the praise went up. I seen peace hit the room when the saints showed up. This ain't hype, this is warfare, trumpet blowed up. Sound like heaven got the arcs, now the Lord showed up. Yeah, we praise his presence down, we praise his presence down. Walls falling, chains breaking, angels all around. We praise his presence down, we praise his presence down. The king in the room, yeah, the glory's in the sound. He shows up, when the presence he shows up, when the presence he shows up, when the presence he shows up. Yeah, well, when the praises go up, his power come down. This ain't performer. This holy ground. This holy ground. This holy ground. Rest in one kingdom sound. This holy ground. This holy ground. Rest in this holy ground. Rest in one kingdom sound.
All right, we are back. We are back. When the praises go up, his presence come down. Hey, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Well, you don't sound like it sounds good. I thought you would have been, hey, hey. I should have had my daughter with me right now. She would have
When
been
the song
showing out.
going on, song is over.
The song is over. Okay, let's get back into serious pastor mode. So in other news, no. So listen, we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. I'm feeling good, y'all. If y'all didn't know, by the way, feeling pretty good.
Anybody want to be a blessing to Church Boy and Lady T? Y'all do so we can get Church Boy a real studio.
For real. Hey, I'm not gonna fight against that. Matter of fact, if you can't send your money, can't send donations, send up prayers, okay?
Yes.
Just do that for me, okay? On a serious note, we trying to expand this thing, and I'm not doing it for money. I'm just doing my little part to build the kingdom.
We enjoy doing it.
Yes,
And we
yes.
enjoy doing
And
it.
we enjoy doing it. So, First Lady, we got to talk about it. This is day 20, what are we at, 23, something like that. Bottom line is the government is still shut down, and it's not looking good because apparently it has been reported, not even apparently, it has been reported that there are no SNAP, aka EBT, food stamps, going out. Well, some people don't know what SNAP is. I had to let them know. But there's none of those benefits going out. And we are
Starting in November.
Yeah, starting in November. And guess what else happens in November?
Thanksgiving.
Exactly. Man, I'm telling you.
You're already seeing reports of people. I got a report this morning where I didn't get a chance to get into the full detail and all the information, but people already start robbing banks.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
They start robbing banks, and they say whatever you do, especially ladies, do not go to the ATM at night
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow. And you know, speaking on robbing banks, I didn't see your report of people robbing banks, but I did see where people are taking, you know, getting grocery carts and filling them up and just running out the store. It sounds funny, but I'm being so serious. Like
I said
it's like
that
a gang
when
of
they,
people.
when they said no SNAP benefits for November, and then you know it's Thanksgiving time, you know, and this is when people do their most of their shopping for the year is November. It's
Right.
Thanksgiving. They do a lot of shopping for Christmas, but they do more of the food
The
shopping.
food, exactly. The grocery
For
shopping.
November, for Thanksgiving. And I said, people are going to start doing crazy things because
Right.
they can't afford the food, you know, for their kids or for their family or whatever like that.
Right.
So I didn't hear about them,
Yeah.
you know, getting the food and
I
running
believe,
out.
if I'm not mistaken, particularly, it's happening everywhere, but the incident I saw, I believe, was in New York. And it's like a gang of them. They just going into grocery stores and just filling up and daring somebody to stop, you know. And, you know, so I don't think people get it. You know, when you take away people's benefits, a lot of times you take away their livelihood.
I say they're alive.
You take away what they survive on, and so people do desperate things to survive.
And some people, some people really, really do need
They
the
really
SNAP
do need it.
benefits. I mean, there might be other people that can survive or get by, but some people really, really need. What about these families that, I know some single moms. I know this particular single mom. She have 5 kids, and she got two or 3 out of the 5. They're autistic, and you know, she can't provide because one of them have they don't eat certain things. You know, they're real picky because they're autistic. You know, autistic children, they sometimes deal with the texture, the color, you know, stuff like that. And you got 5. I'm not talking about teenagers. You got 5 small kids.
Small kids, single mother. Wow. And
not on housing. So she's got to pay rent.
And so I saw something, you know, as well, and it was this young white lady. And I don't know how many kids she had. She had more than 2. But she was crying on social media. Actually had a panic attack when the news came down that there was going to be no SNAP benefits. And, you know, of course there was, you know, a lot of people who were like, so the video originated showing what Trump supporters are looking like right now. And so she was a Trump supporter, and now she can't take care of her kids. And it's one of those things where you're like, you know, some people are like, see, that's what you get. But at the end of the day, these are families.
Yes.
These are kids that benefit.
Yeah.
The kids ain't had no way to vote. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even people who may have voted for Trump, which I was totally against. But even if you voted for Trump, this isn't. Look, I don't want anybody to be hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
You know, I wish you would have voted differently. You know, to each his own. But to see people being harmed like this right now, whether you're Republican, Democrat, Independent, it don't matter. I don't care who's in office.
That's
I don't
right.
want to see anybody
That's
starving or having to make a life decision. You know, it was a report out not too long ago that you got farmers right now committing suicide because they're losing everything.
I said that would happen.
Yeah.
I said that would
they're
happen.
losing everything. And
that's crazy.
you know,
That's really crazy. That's like no compassion at all for the people. You have no interest at all for the people's well-being.
right.
People are dying, crying, and I'm pretty sure there are going to be more people reported with health issues.
Oh, absolutely.
Because they're going to maybe, like you say, the lady have panic attacks. Some may have heart attacks. They, you know,
Absolutely.
stressed out and, you know,
And then
It's
where they're going to
crazy.
go because they're closing hospitals.
Yes.
Because of the Affordable Care Act not being passed, the subsidies and all of that.
That
But the
is
bottom
crazy.
line is, man, we need to be really praying for these people. Like I know the Bible says pray for your leaders, and we're going to pray for them. But my heart is really for these people. I hate that they're going through what they're going through. We really got to pray, and we really need to. Listen, here's something we got to make sure that we don't do. Even with people making, as we see now, the wrong decision, we as Christians have to make sure that we don't let our hearts be hardened to the point where we don't pray for our fellow man.
Yes.
And I even had to check myself to make sure I wasn't, on that ledge where I'm just like, see, that's what you're getting. I told you I had to make sure I checked myself, and any real Christian would check himself, say, okay, all right, you was wrong, I was right, you was wrong. It don't matter right now. What matters is we get through this together.
Yes.
That we keep praying for our neighbors, to see them through. And so meanwhile, our president is demolishing part of the White House to build his ballroom. And it's ridiculous. And I'm not bringing this up to rub salt in the wounds, but I just want people to understand what's going on. So the government has been shut down. People are starving out here, and we can't get any relief. Meanwhile, the president is demolishing part of the ballroom, part of the White House, to make room for his renovations to the ballroom, which he said he was paying for. And the price of the ballroom is estimated at $250 million. Okay.
When you got starving people.
When you got starving people.
A ballroom.
And Congress is still getting paid. And by the way, now he said the American people wasn't going to pay for this. But did you see the report where he is suing the U.S. government for $230 million for what he called a witch hunt? Basically saying they did him wrong and the government should pay him $230 million. And the people who has to approve it, first of all, he is the government, part of the government, but the people who has to approve it are people appointed by him. So put this together. $230 million is what you're asking for damages because they did you wrong. The ballroom cost $250 million, which you said you was paying out of your own pocket. Hello, somebody. It's getting crazy.
Why do he need a ballroom?
I don't know.
I heard this at work, and I was like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah. It's crazy. And meanwhile, while he's spending, $250 million to do this the renovation, he won't meet with people unless they drop the Affordable Care Act, which would affect millions and millions of people. Do you not know that it is estimated, and this isn't something I'm just coming out of thin air, these are facts, that it is estimated that America, since the government shut down, is losing $15 billion a week. Do you not know without these SNAP benefits going out, it is going to affect, these are not my numbers. You can Google this, you can look it up. These are reputable outlets that are reporting this. No SNAP is going to affect 40 million families, not people, 40 million families. So if you just think if 2 people is a family, just say 2. So that's 80 million people who trying to figure out what they're going to do. And he's building a ballroom.
And he's building a ballroom.
Yeah. And the Republicans, well, I don't have time on this show, and I don't like to spend a lot of time on this. But this is why I'm saying we can't spend time, arguing who was right, who was wrong. We need to get before God. We need to, do what needs to be done, because people are starving out here. And I won't go into that. But let's just say, I said it last week. It looked like it might get worse before it get better. That's all I'm saying. And it did, and it's going to get even worse unless we have some intervention. So let's be praying for our fellow man.
Amen. Much prayer.
Much prayer. How they say much prayer?
Much power.
No prayer?
No power.
All right. Hey, listen, switching up gears. I got something to ask you. I guess this is becoming like one of our normal segments now, How would you feel if, well, I can't do it justice. Let me let you listen.
Up, bro. You really gonna invite your ex to the wedding?
We're just free.
You really gonna invite your ex to the wedding? Man, I'm not trying to hear none of that, bro. I'm not trying to hear.
Please, like we got so many people here. Don't do this to me.
How am I messing up your big day? You invited your ex to the wedding, man. I'm not trying to hear none of that, bro.
Please don't do
I'm not trying to hear none of that. I'm not trying to hear none of that. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm not trying to hear none of that, bro. You invited your ex to the wedding. That's crazy.
We're just friends now.
How y'all just friends? Why is he at our
You're
wedding?
worried about somebody from college. We're married. Like, this is our day.
We're not married. Matter of fact, here, you can take this ring back.
No, babe.
You can take the ring back. On my soul, it's over with. It's over with. That's crazy.
How you gonna do this?
It's over with.
All right. Man, listen, that brother was serious.
Yes.
When you hear a man say on my soul, oh, he's serious about that thing. And then did you hear that trinket drop at the end? Here, you can take this back. Bling. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, I can't believe that you're doing this. I don't know what you're talking about. Why you doing this, man? Please don't do this. First lady. Let's talk about this for a minute. This woman invited her ex-boyfriend to not her wedding, but their wedding. And see, I think that's the problem right there. Sometimes that's the problem right there, because people always look at it as just being their thing instead of our thing. But anyway, she invited her ex-boyfriend to their wedding. And she says, why are you worried about somebody who I was talking to in college? And we're friends. We're friends. First lady, what are your thoughts? Does he have a right to be mad, or is he overreacting? How do you feel about it?
I feel like he got a right to be mad, but I wouldn't let that spoil my big day.
You wouldn't let it spoil your big day?
I wouldn't let it stop us from getting married.
Really?
Because, I mean, even though I feel like the guests invited should have been discussed.
Right.
In the beginning.
Right.
Who are we gonna invite, to the wedding.
Right.
Yes. But yes, he got a right to be upset.
Right.
He's got a right, like you should have told me. We should have discussed this before.
Exactly.
before our big day, you should have told me this.
Exactly.
So yeah. Now I feel like she should have told him that, and then they could have discussed whether that's gonna be, a go or no go. But I don't know. I would probably be upset too, but I don't know if I would let it stop my day. Because if we are at that point where we're gonna get married, whatever like that, there shouldn't be nothing to stop it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like, well, anyway. But then again, let him see. Let him see I've moved on, and we're, this, and we're this, and we're that, Yeah.
But
I wouldn't have let it stop my day. I would have been upset. I
Yeah.
probably would have had a moment, but hey, I would have gotten it together and not let it. To me, that like, you know, you giving them the upper hand. No, you're not gonna stop
Well,
this.
yeah, that's true.
You know.
That's true. First lady, if that was me, I'm not getting married.
Okay.
I'm not doing it. And let me tell you why, because you touched on it. So it's not even the fact that y'all are still friends, although that's, whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
I could see.
I would have a problem with that too.
Okay, y'all friends. I can swallow that just depending, the situation. But here's where it gets a little tricky for me. As you said, this should have been discussed in the beginning. The fact that I didn't know he was coming, you didn't even think that you might want to run that by me, that you're inviting your ex-boyfriend whom you still cool with, and apparently y'all still have a relationship. You didn't want to run that by me out of respect for me as now being your husband. Well, was going to be your husband. That's a problem. And I'm looking at it like, okay, if you already doing this now, what do you, before it costs me more money to get out of it, I mean, I'm just being honest. I'd rather just go ahead and cut ties now, because that's a hard,
Yeah, but she didn't say they was. I mean, they was still a thing or.
Well,
anything,
of course she's not gonna say. Who gonna say that?
I mean,
oh well,
but
yeah, I'm gonna
if
bring
they
the guy
were
I'm still sleeping
if
with.
they were still a thing, why would she be getting married to him unless she wanted him? When they like forever hold your peace, whatever, and like he was like, "Oh, baby, I still love you."
Well, I mean, now let's talk about this. Now, women and men, understand or have done this thing where they have a person for this and they have a person for that. They got the money man, and women are really good at this.
Yeah.
Women have the money man. They got the plumber. They got the friend they can talk to. And so they get a Build-A-Bear man. They just got 3-4 different men to handle different functions. And so, she might be marrying this man because he honestly cares about her and makes her secure. But the ex might be the one that makes her feel good. And so, it happens. Let's not act like it don't happen.
Yeah, it happens, but
but if I'm him, I agree with him 100%, because that reaction's not happening if she tells him what's going on. Not on the wedding day. That's not happening on the wedding day. He had to be totally shocked for that to happen. And I don't have a problem with it.
I wonder how he found out or when he found out.
Probably when he's
they were already there.
They were already there. So, I didn't show you so she got the dress on. He got the tux on. And he came from out the church. So this is like, he's seeing this like right when the ceremony is going on.
Okay.
Yeah. And she should have did, I am a Christian, but she should have lied. I had no idea he was coming, something. But the fact she was like, I invited him. Like, it ain't like you don't care nothing about this man's feelings. I invited him. What's the big deal? We're still friends. You worry about somebody.
Well, he must really not like this guy.
Listen, you know how that go. So, I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, especially if he was like a problem or whatever like that, or did some.
Y'all still friends? Why y'all broke up?
Yeah.
Again, what am I? Am I your security, or am I?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I understand perfectly.
And so let me just give the Christian answer. Leave her. That's all. Just leave her. It ain't. My answer don't change. No. See, he can decide to stay if he won't, but I understand if he leaves. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that should have been discussed. So, if anyone is thinking about getting married, make sure you talk about everything.
Everything.
Make sure you discuss everything so it will not be a problem at the big day.
Absolutely.
Talk about your exes and whatever, whether you want to invite them and whoever you want to invite, please talk about it.
So let me ask you a question. Would you have had a problem if I invited my ex?
I don't know.
You don't know? The fact that you say you don't know, I know you would have had a problem.
I mean, I don't think it would have stopped me from getting married. I was like, but I'm pretty sure you would have told me about it. You would have mentioned it to me, like, whatever her name was, is gonna come.
See that? Y'all hear that disdain?
But it wouldn't have stopped me from getting married.
Oh goodness. I was.
You gonna see me marry this man, But
I
not only that, but I would never have invited my ex-husband.
Yeah,
and especially at things that were going on at the time. So I wouldn't have wanted you to invite your ex because of how things were.
Right.
Because of what you went through. Now, maybe later down the road, okay, well, we can discuss it, So, yeah, but at that time, no. I wouldn't have wanted her to be there.
Okay. Well, I wasn't hoping your ex was going to be there. I was wishing he would be there. I wish that joker would have been there. Just for the record. Anyway, let's get into it. You know what time it is. It's time for some good news.
Bring it on.
All right, let's go into it. Meet the 15-year-old vegan chef who is the CEO of his own plant-based restaurant.
Wow.
Omari McQueen, a 15-year-old vegan chef from the UK, is the founder of Dipalicious, his own vegan food brand. He began cooking at age 8, so did I, and became the youngest restaurateur to open a vegan pop-up restaurant in London. Through his creativity and dedication, Omari continues to inspire young people worldwide to follow their passion and make a difference. Mr. McQueen, 15-year-old vegan chef
with his own restaurant.
With his own
15
restaurant.
Years old. Wow.
A vegan pop-up restaurant. I want to know who your parents are for you to be opening up your own restaurant. And who let you cut on the stove at 8 years old? Now, I was cooking at 8 years old, but it was because my mama wasn't home. She was too busy making money. I got that. But who let you cut on the stove for you to be doing all these experiences, these recipes and everything with your vegan restaurant?
Wow, he had to be doing a lot to learn how to do stuff vegan.
Yeah, to be called a chef.
Yes.
So
he had to been taught by somebody.
He had to be, yeah, that's why I want to know who your parents is.
Vegan, they got young chefs.
Yeah.
So,
Well, let's just say he wasn't trying to use spam and canned corn.
No, he wasn't. He was vegan.
Vegan. Mr. McQueen, we salute you. Sir, we salute you.
Awesome job.
In other news, man establishes Ohio's first black-owned breast cancer center in memory of his late mother.
Oh.
LeVar Jacobs has opened Ohio's first black-owned breast cancer center in honor of his late mother, Kim Jacobs, who passed away from the disease in 2009. Located in Akron, the Kim Jacobs Breast Cancer Center provides year-round support, including counseling, wigs, massages, financial aid, and childcare for families affected by breast cancer. Let me read that again.
That is so awesome.
Are we serious right now? Okay, this kind of shocked me a little bit. Let me read this again. LeVar Jacobs has opened Ohio's first black-owned breast cancer center in honor of his late mother, Kim Jacobs, who passed away from the disease in 2009. Located in Akron, the Kim Jacobs Breast Cancer Center provides year-round support, including, check this out, counseling, wigs, massages, financial aid, and childcare for families affected by breast cancer. Through this center and his nonprofit, Not Just October, Jacobs is ensuring that awareness, care, and compassion continue long after Breast Cancer Awareness Month ends. Mr. Jacobs.
Breathless. Speechless.
Speechless. Man, you are doing a lot.
Yes. Yes.
Definitely a lot. And we definitely salute you.
Yes.
Not
being prejudiced, but it's always good to hear good news about black entrepreneurs.
Absolutely. And he's young. This guy's pretty young. And I never really thought about the wigs, providing the wigs and
when they have the chemo and
I mean that's big though. It is. And massages and he's doing it all.
Doing it all.
He is doing it all. And let's just be honest. He had to be doing this, or his mother had to mean a lot to him. He had to have a really good mother for him to honor her like this.
Yes.
So,
and he had to been very compassionate towards her too.
Absolutely.
He has a passion for people with cancer.
Absolutely. So LeVar Jacobs, we salute you, sir.
Yes.
We salute you.
Keep doing what you do.
In our final good news segment, I want to take this to Montgomery, Alabama, and talk about this gentleman named Dobry Filson. This gentleman works at Hardee's, a fast food restaurant. Works at Hardee's, and he works there faithfully. Everybody sees how faithful he is at the job, and everybody applauds his efforts. Everybody also applauds the fact that he wakes up early in the morning before sunrise to walk 4 miles a day to work at Hardee's. Yes, wow. You heard it correctly. 4 miles a day. And so people have been looking at him, and
after walking 4 miles a day, and you go and work a whole shift standing most of the time,
and then have to walk back.
My God.
Yeah. And so people were taking notice, and one person in particular took notice, and his name was Shane Woodard. And as the story goes, Shane Woodard saw his dedication, and just wanted to do something nice for him. So what did Mr. Woodard do? He bought him a bicycle. Yes, he bought him a bicycle. And needless to say, Mr. Filson was very appreciative. You go from walking 4 miles a day to having some type of transportation. That's big.
Yes.
That's big.
So he was real young, Mr. Filson.
Mr. Filson is very young. He's I won't say very young. He's about, I think the article said he was 20 in his 20s.
Okay.
But you know, I imagine he's just trying to do the best he can,
Yes.
trying to survive out here. But the fact that Mr. Woodard gave him bought him a brand new bicycle. It wasn't a hand-me-down.
Yeah.
Bought him a brand new bicycle.
So he's in good shape.
He's in good shape. He's absolutely in good shape. And so I can already hear somebody saying, "Oh my God, I thought you was gonna say he bought him a car." Well, people of God,
One step at a time.
one step at a time. Let me get to the bike first. You know,
Yes.
if I got car money, hey, I might do car money. But at least somebody stepped up.
And
See,
did
this
something.
is the problem I got with people. People are always ready to talk about
But
what the
you
person didn't do,
Mhm.
and you ain't did nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
You ain't even gave the boy a ride.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
but the fact that this gentleman stepped up to give him a bike, a brand new bike, says a lot. And Mr. Filson was very appreciative to the point that they keep in contact. They're always talking. They have remained very close.
Okay, so the person that bought the bike didn't work there.
No,
Oh wow.
no, it was
Okay.
just a customer.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, he was a
Cool.
regular customer, and he was just like, you know, I just want to do something good.
Cool. Okay.
You know.
That's what's up.
You know, so Mr. Woodard, Shane Woodard, Montgomery, Alabama, we salute you,
Salute you and Mr. Filson.
Mr. Filson.
Keep on being.
Faithful. Keep doing your thing, man.
Yes.
Hey, listen, we got a great topic for you. Something that, you know, people don't like to talk about. We are going to use that dreaded cuss word, that F word, forgiveness. I got you, didn't I? We'll be right back.
You keep on blowing my mind, Lord. Every time I turn around, you open a door. When I thought it was over, you said not yet. You reminded me what grace is for. You make waves out of nothing. You calm the seas when I can't see land. That's why when you move, I lift my hand. 'Cause can't nobody do it like you can. I get joy when I see you do your thing. My jaw hits the floor when I see you do your thing. No self-control when I see you do your thing. I get joy when I see you do your thing. Every time I doubted you, you still came through. Even when I failed, you stayed true. Your mercy caught me when I fell apart. Now I'm singing with a grateful heart. You healed what the world said was broken, and every promise you made was spoken. You turned my pain into praise and my fear into faith. You made a way. I get joy when I see you do your thing. My jaw hits the floor when I see you do your thing. No self-control when I see you do your thing. I get joy when I see you do your thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do what you wanna do, Lord. Move how you wanna move. Heal how you wanna heal. We'll make room for you. Do what you wanna do, Lord. Move Oh, yeah. Hey, hey, I get joy when I see you do your thing.
All right. Sometimes I try to figure out how am I going to come back from break? Because what they don't see is there's so much going on, during break that I'm not sure how to introduce myself again.
But you always do it.
But I always do. Yeah.
Always know how to come back. Comeback kid.
I hear you now. That sounded I kind of like the way you said that. Anyway, so let's talk about it. I thought this would be a good topic since we are talking about things that's going wrong nowadays, particularly in the White House in America at the moment.
Your house.
Not my house, or my house straight.
In general.
Yeah, in general. But anyway, that being said, in order for us to really move on from this, people are going to have to be able to forgive. And so I just want to kind of touch base or just talk about for a minute about forgiveness. Like, first of all, what is it? How important is it? What's it all about? So in your estimation, according to, what do you think forgiveness is? And how important is it?
To me, forgiveness is letting somebody off the hook.
Letting somebody off the hook.
Letting somebody off the hook.
I like that.
Yeah, letting someone off the hook. Whoever did you wrong, letting them off the hook. And when you let them off the hook, it's giving up your right to be mad or your right to be angry or your right to be upset. Because if you don't forgive, it could cause you more problem than the person that did you wrong.
That's true.
Yeah, it could cause you, oh God, it could cause you health issues. It could cause you missing out on things in life, not being able to see things clearly. It could cause you a lot of problems.
Yeah. And something a lot of people don't really recognize. And so what you said just now is one of those things I kind of knew, but didn't really know how to voice it, to shape that. But what you said is so true. Walking in unforgiveness can cause you health problems and things of that nature because, you're always tight. You're always, you're
always mad. You're always
mad
angry.
and angry and worrying and
you don't know how to laugh and let your hair down.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, so in the past I've seen people I got so many thoughts coming in my mind right now. So I've seen people a lot of times when they get scared, they start, I know it's gonna sound crazy, but when they get scared, they get gas.
I mean, when you're afraid, a lot of things happen. I mean, I've seen that quite often.
They start passing gases, and believe me, I'm going somewhere with this. But they start passing gas, things of that nature, and I bring that up only because it's to show how emotions, when you don't have those emotions in check, how they can show up physically.
Yes.
In your body. So when you think about someone who's walking around with unforgiveness, they got an ought against their brother or against whoever, the issues it can cause with the body is unmeasurable.
Yeah. And you have people walking around with ulcers and cancers and high blood pressure and all of this stuff. It's not always hereditary, and it's not always a side effect of medicine. Some of it come from being bitter, mad, angry, and holding unforgiveness. It might sound like, well, I don't see that, but it's true. If you do your research and you research unforgiveness and the things and the problems that it can cause, it causes a whole lot of problems.
It does. It really does. So now here's something I just want to put out there. I want to ask you. I have my own thought about it, but what do you say to the person who says, I forgive you, but I don't forget? I forgive you, but I won't forget. So you have two thoughts, two thoughts of, how people look at it. Some people will say, well, when you forgive, that means, you just forget about it. And then you have the other person who says, I forgive you, but I never forget this. Where do you stand in that?
Well, when a person, I feel like, now this is just me. I feel like if a person like, I forgive you, but I never forget, I don't feel like they really forgave. I don't feel like they really forgave them.
Right.
Yeah, because if you can say, well, I forgive you, but I'll never forget. Because when you forgive, you will never forget, but it's not like a daily memory.
Right.
It's something way in the back of your mind. You will never forget, but you will forget, if that makes sense. It's not something that you would think about constantly or think about often. Something might happen in life, later in life, that might bring that back to your remembrance, but you're not dwelling on it.
Right.
But a person, I really feel like a person that says, I forgive you, but I never forget, I really feel like they have not forgiven you.
Right. When you say it like that, and just the tone you had, and a lot of people do use that tone.
Yes.
You already
it's
know.
Almost like I could hear it when I was saying it.
You already know they hadn't forgiven.
They have not.
I forget, but I never forget.
Yeah. And then when they
it's
think
kind of like
the
person who says in a nasty way, "God bless you."
And then you have not forgiven something, even if the memory comes up and you still get angry, and you still get frustrated, you still get agitated. If that memory, I mean, when you have those emotions and have them so strong, I feel like you have not really let it go.
Well, see now.
Now, not saying that I'm saying when you can have those emotions so strong, as though it just happened, you have not really let that thing go.
Okay, so let's clarify it, because I think we're talking about two different things. So here's where I stand. I feel like, as I said earlier or previously, when you say it in that tone, I forgive but I never forget, then I know you haven't, you're not even trying to forget. I feel like, now this is just me, this is church boy, I feel like you can forgive a person but still be hurt by what happened, but still forgiving them. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, you can forgive them and you still can have some hurt.
Okay, because the way you said it was like, well, if you really forgive a person, then it almost sounded like it doesn't hurt anymore. And for me, I think what I always struggle with this word, what differentiates the two is the fact that I'm not trying to hold on to it. So when I experience that hurt, I've had people hurt me in the past, and I mean hurt me bad. And I have forgiven them, but then that thought will come of what happened to me, and it will hurt the difference is I ask the Lord to take it away.
Yeah, but see, when you can forgive. It's almost like.
So I think we have to specify what when you say you don't feel it anymore versus
no,
it.
I'm not saying you don't feel it anymore. You don't feel it to the point where how you felt when it first happened. You can forgive. It's like steps.
Okay.
You forgive. But you still hurt.
Okay.
And you have to pray and ask God to heal you from the hurt.
Okay.
So when it does come up, you don't feel like you used to feel in the beginning. It starts to dissipate. It starts to decrease. The feeling that you used to feel in the beginning when it first happened, it starts to, it starts to disappear. The hurt, you can't be healed and still feel the hurt that strong.
Well, I mean, and see, that's what I'm saying. I think we have to. I don't think forgiveness has anything to do with the hurt.
Okay.
To me, I mean, I feel like
I understand what you're saying now. Yeah, you can forgive.
The forgiveness part is I don't hold you accountable for it anymore.
Yes, I got you.
But I still hurt from it.
Yeah.
For instance.
But you don't hurt forever from it.
I mean, well, you can if you don't get healing from it. But that has nothing to do with forgiveness.
Yeah, it does.
I
got you.
If me and you were, let's just say we were married. Who would think that? Let's just say we were married. And, you step out on me. And you say you're sorry. And I forgive you. Okay. Then I see Tyrone, who you stepped out with. Let's just say you invited him to the renewal of our vows. And I happen to see him, and that thought comes back to me, that feeling comes back to me of what happened. It's not that I'm holding you accountable for it, but it's the fact that I'm still hurting from it. And I get what you're saying, when you start to get healed from that, it hurts less and less. But I think, to really just nail what forgiveness is it's the fact that I don't hold you hostage to my pain, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I release you. I give up my right to be mad. We have to think too, when we hold unforgiveness in our heart, you have to think about your life.
Right.
Because at some point in time, you did something to somebody else.
Yeah.
You did something to somebody that may have hurt them.
Who, me?
Yes, you. That hurt them, and they had to forgive you. So in order for you to be forgiven, you have to learn to forgive too.
Yeah, and that should be how it is. Which has always amazed me. Now that is something that has always amazed me, how someone could ask for forgiveness and then don't want to forgive other people.
Yeah.
That is crazy to me.
And then, sometimes in my situation, in from the past, when I've told this person that I forgave them, they thought that, oh yeah, we can talk now, we can have a conversation. No, I don't got to deal with you.
Oh, okay.
I can forgive you,
First Lady.
but I don't have to deal with you.
Now, First Lady, say that one more time. Say it one more time. Because listen,
just because I forgive you, that don't mean we friends.
Okay.
We best buds. Don't call me, because I have nothing to say to you. I forgive you.
Yeah, I forgive you.
But
and I'm not even mad at you anymore. But please understand, we ain't gonna be sitting at the picnic together.
Yeah, because I will say this: when in the situation with my ex-husband, he thought because I said I forgive him that I was going to take him back. Like, no, baby, that's not going to happen. I give up my right to be mad with you. I release you from me, you know. But no, baby, ain't no coming back. You know.
And let's bring this up because I think this is something that really needs to be talked about for a split second. I mean, we right there. But what you just said is an issue that affects many households because you will have people that go through traumatic experiences in family situations that will say, well, now that you have forgiven them, you know, you should be able to be in the same room with them.
Yeah.
You should be able to.
Why can't we hang out together?
Yeah,
why can't we do this?
We're still family, you know. And I would say, you know, when you talk about one of the common things, unfortunately, that happens is, you know, well, I won't say it's common, but I'll just say like in situations where a family member has taken advantage of another family member and they say, well, you know, I forgive you, or they have forgiven that person. Now all of a sudden you have other family members that feel like they should all be able to just hang out, you know, and be around each other.
No.
Or even in our situation.
Because you still hurt and you don't want to be in their presence.
Right. You still hurt. And not only that, not only are you still hurting, but then you don't even, you know, there's so many factors to that. Okay, I forgave you.
I don't trust you.
But I don't trust you. That's number one. But do you understand the magnitude of what you did to me? You understand what I mean?
Yes.
And so it's like you have a lot of people who have lived that's in that family dynamic where, you know, something might have happened. And it doesn't have to be, you know, a family member taking advantage of another family member. It could be something like our situation. You know, it could be, as you were saying, your ex-husband wanting to come back, and now I'm just supposed to let you in my house and be buddy, you know, and it all be cool, you know. And it's just like, and then if what's crazy is, you know, if you ain't cool, then you got other family like, well, I don't see what the problem is. What do you mean you don't see what problem is?
Let me tell you what can happen. Let me tell you what happened to me. Okay, before he became my ex-husband, you know, like, he wanting to get back, and you know, I was like, and I thought about that thing. It was like premeditated. When they say premeditated stuff, it's premeditated. I like, okay. I said, okay, it's been long enough. I said, okay. I said, come on. I said, I'll take you back. I said, come on back. He's like, well, you said that, you know. I said, well, you kept asking, can you come back? But, you know, Christians have their breaking point too, y'all.
Right.
We not super saints. We're in the flesh like everybody else. We human like everybody else. And maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but I'm just giving an example, you know, that you don't have to associate with people when you say you forgive them.
Right.
So he's like, well, since you say you forgive me, yes, I do forgive you. You know, but in his mind, you know, like, we can get back together. But like you say, do you realize how bad you hurt me?
Right.
Do you realize the trauma that you put me through? So, you know, I'm saying this in my mind. I wouldn't say it to him because I already had, you know, had a plan in motion.
Verse 48.
So I'm like, yeah. I said, come on home. You come on home. But it wasn't home because I had to move out and got my own. I said, come on to the house. You know, and, you know, And he kept talking, but I couldn't hold it no longer. I could not hold it no longer. I said, come on. I say, come on, we still married. Come on to the bed and, whatever. And he kept talking. He kept running his mouth. He kept getting on my nerve. And I said, okay, come on. I'm telling you, come on back. And I say, as soon as you close your eyes, I will gut you like a fish.
Wow.
Because I don't have to deal with you.
Right.
But you keep aggravating me. Yeah, come on back here. Come on back here. And I would do this and I would do that. I had a plan, y'all.
Right.
I had a plan.
Now,
because I forgave, but I was still hurt.
And see, that's the issue. And see, that's what I'm talking about. Because you forgive a person, and so now you have pressure from other sides to say, okay, we should be able to get, everybody should be able to be straight. But here's the thing that people don't think about. You still have to go through the healing process.
Yes, I wasn't healed yet.
You still got to go through. And me associating with the person that hurt me.
Yes.
It hinders me from being healed.
Hey, to the man.
So just because, for those that's out there, Lord Jesus, I wish we had more time, Jesus. But for those who are sitting there saying, who are saying, well, I did forgive them. I forgave him. I forgave her. And so, now I got to let them back in my life. No, you don't.
Oh, no, you don't.
No, you don't. You don't have to let them back in your life. Things don't have to be like it used to be. You just simply gave up your right to be mad.
That's all.
You gave up your right to be bitter and angry, And there are some people right now who genuinely forgave folk, and because they were pressured by other outside forces, whether it be friends or family, to associate with the person that hurt them, they never got healed.
Yes.
And so although they don't go off on that person that hurt them, they go off on other
Somebody
people.
else. Yes.
Or if they don't go off on other people, they hinder their blessing. They become standoffish. People that want to be in their lives, that would be good for their life, they can't even enter because they never got healing from the person who hurt.
Yes. Yeah.
I am church boy. Go ahead.
No, the only thing that he asked us in the word, that we forgive each other.
Right.
In Ephesians 4:32, it says, be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as in Christ God forgave us. So our job as being a Christian is to forgive our fellow man.
Absolutely.
Our job is to forgive, as Christ have forgave us. He forgave our sins, that we could be in the place that we are in. So our job is to forgive. He ain't say forgive and live with them.
Exactly.
He just said forgive.
You ain't got to forgive and live with them.
Yes.
I ain't got to forgive you for stealing, $500 from me and then give you another $100. That's called stupid. But anyway, listen, we got to go. I hope you got something out of that. We'll be back with the closing remarks, okay? Stay tuned.
Yeah. A wise man told me, don't lose peace chasing paper. And I felt that. This one's for everybody trying to keep their soul clean by stacking bread the right way. Revelate. Let's talk. I seen deals go bad when the pride got loud. People sold their purpose just to stand with the crowd. I've been broke with belief and rich with regret, so I choose peace first. My return ain't in checks. I don't hustle for applause, I'm investing in grace. Took my time in the desert, now I'm blessed in my space. You can't put a price tag on obedience, dog. Faith over finance, that's a heavenly law. The world say grind, but I learned rest is wealth. It's hard to hear from God.
All right, we are back. First Lady, what you think? Another solid episode.
Yes, it was good. It was really good. I really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed talking about stuff that people think about.
Absolutely.
Questions they may have, and sometimes they are never asked.
Right.
So I think sometimes just a sit down, help people more so sometimes they're being preached to or preached at.
Exactly. And it's a lot of that. People get preached at all the time. And never really get first of all, they never get the answer, as you stated. And they never get that breakthrough because we don't take time to see each other. And what I mean by that, you see me standing in front of you, but you don't really see me. You know what I mean? It's kind of like I heard Bishop Jake say this one time. He said he actually broke down intimacy. And he said, into me see. Into me see. In other words, stop looking at the outward appearance. Everybody sees the outward appearance, but if we have intimacy, you should be able to see in me, And I think we really need to take the time to see people nowadays. See people what they're really going through. Get to the root of things. See behind the smiling face. You might see a crying soul.
Yes. Bleeding heart.
A bleeding heart, absolutely. Yes. So, in closing, I will say this. For the person out there who feels like, I really feel like this, what we talked about today, really helped somebody, and it really made somebody exhale and say, finally, somebody understands. We understand. And for the person who might be going through, who's been carrying this burden by yourself because you've forgiven somebody and you just haven't had time to heal because people won't let you heal because you have to keep a face for other people, and take time for yourself. Don't let people put you in a box to say you have to, because you have forgiven this person, you have to be like this.
Yes.
Because you're a Christian, you have to do it like this. No.
Yeah. Because when you forgive, excuse me for cutting across you, but when you forgive, you do it from your heart.
Absolutely.
But don't let, like Church Boy just said, don't let them hold you hostage.
Exactly.
So when you forgive and move on with your life. Don't let them hold you hostage.
Absolutely.
That you're not able to move on and proceed in your life or with your life or in the things of God or just things in general.
Right.
Things that you want to pursue. Don't let them hold you hostage and feel like you can't move because you're not doing things the way other people want you to do it.
Right. I can forgive you, but I ain't got to be with you. I can forgive you. I ain't got to be around you. So for those who that this might have helped somebody, and I feel like it really has, understand, as long as you do your part, like the Lord say, forgive, you're okay. Now take this moment, get your life together, talk to God, let him heal you of the hurt, the pain that you've been going through. All right. For First Lady, this is Church Boy. I'm out.